Good day to all who are joining us today. I'm Niranjana and we are here to present our findings on AI-based diagnosis and treatment of BPPV through a systematic review. I'm handing over to Anjali to start the presentation.
The outline include introduction, current clinical workflow and its problems, aim and objectives, result section for AI for BPPV diagnosis and treatment focused studies, proposed methodology, discussion and conclusion. So, introduction. What is BPPV? BPPV refers to benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. It is the most common peripheral vestibular disorder and it is caused by displacement of the otoconia in the semicircular canal. Otoconia is a tiny calcium crystals present in the inner ear which is responsible for balance. The symptoms of BPPV include vertigo with position change, nystagmus and gait disturbances. So the posterior canal is affected in 85 to 95% of the cases. The impact of BPPV. So it includes high recurrent state, 36% after treatment, and up to 65 to 76% in the elderly. So it is often underdiagnosed due to the overlapping symptoms and it impacts the daily functioning and include the fall risk. Conventional care work, but it still has human error, variability in the maneuver execution, and limited diagnostic precision. Current clinical workflow and its problem. So, current workflow. When a patient comes in with vertigo symptoms, the clinician first take a detailed clinical history and screens the symptoms. So, next, the positional tests like takes Hall pike and roll test were performed. So, to observe the eye movement, video nystagmography (VNG) is used. The clinician then visually interprets the nystagmus pattern and based on that select the appropriate canal repositioning procedures such as Epley, barbecue, or Simon. So finally, the patient is asked to come back for the follow-up to check if the symptoms have resolved. So, however, this workflow has several limitations. First, the interpretation of the nystagmus is subjective and depends heavily on the clinician experience. So, there are also frequent errors in the head angle accuracy during the CRP maneuvers, sometimes deviating by as much as 39 degree to 65 degree. So, this reduces the diagnostic precision and makes it harder to accurately identify the canals involved. So treating the multi-canal or refractory BPPV is also challenging. So even after correct CRP, recurrence rate remain high. VNG systems are costly and not accessible in the many clinics. So another issue is in the lack of real-time feedback during the maneuvers, which affects the treatment accuracy. Finally, overlapping vestibular symptoms often lead to underdiagnosis.
Myself, Gayathri Krishna, presenting the aim and objective. The main aim of our study is to systematically review the existing AI-based methods used for VPV diagnosis, including nystagmus detection and subtype classification. We also evaluate technology-assisted treatment approaches such as mechanical reposition chair, IMU-guided CRP, and 3D navigation system. Our objective is to identify the limitation in current clinical workflow, compare the effectiveness of these technologies with manual methods, and finally propose a sensor guided treatment model that can improve consistency, accuracy, and accessibility, especially for recurrent BPPV patients.
Now, moving on to the results section, I'll first discuss the findings related to AI-driven diagnosis of BPPV. Across the 6 studies that we have reviewed, AI has shown significant potential in improving how we detect and classify BPPV. Most diagnostic systems rely on nystagmus analysis, either using video recordings or sensor-based eye movement data. The paper by Moon et al. Focused on the use of horizontal nystagmus, while Guen et al. Focused on classifying the horizontal nystagmus into 6 different subtypes based on the semicircular canal that has been affected. Cho et al. Focused on the real-time tracking of horizontal as well as vertical nystagmus, while Dogru et al. Focused on the analysis of torsional nystagmus rather than horizontal and vertical nystagmus. Lee et al. Used AI for the extraction of the nystagmus pattern from the video nystagmography recordings. Kani et al. Was the only paper that focused on the use of explainable AI for BPPV risk prediction. Various methods of AI were used. such as one-dimensional CNNs, CNN-LSTM hybrids, UNet models, and efficient net-based classifiers as deep learning architectures. A clear trend that we observed is that AI models consistently achieved accuracy levels above 90% for distinguishing BPPV from other vestibular disorders, and in many cases they can even identify the attached canal and the subtype with high precision. This is particularly important because clinicians often rely on subjective visual interpretation, which can vary depending upon their level of experience. Another important finding is that AI reduces human error, especially in case of subtle or short duration nystagmus. Several studies also demonstrated that AI-based tools could work with low-cost cameras or mobile devices, making them more accessible compared to high-end video nystagmography systems. However, we also identified a few gaps. Many datasets used for training are imbalanced with an overrepresentation of posterior canal BPPV. Additionally, most studies used a single modality of data, typically video alone. This limits generalizability because real-world diagnosis often requires integrating vestibular, gait, audio, and patient history information. Finally, real-time implementation is still a barrier. While offline models perform extremely well, real-time AI systems face computational as well as stability challenges, which may slow down clinical adoption. Despite this, the overall results strongly support the potential of AI to make BPPV diagnosis faster, more accurate, and accessible. Next, I'll present the results from the studies focused on technology-assisted treatment of BPPV. A major reason for incomplete or delayed recovery in BPPV is the variability in performing canalith repositioning maneuvers, that is CRMs, or canalith repositioning procedures, or CRPs. Studies show that clinicians may deviate by 39 to 65 degrees during procedures like the airplay maneuver, which can significantly affect treatment success. To address this, several technological solutions have been proposed. One class of system includes mechanical repositioning chair such as TRV, that is turntable repositioning vertigo chair, and the multi-axial repositioning chair. These devices precisely rotate the patient in all the required planes, improving treatment outcomes in multi-canal as well as refractory BPPV cases. However, they are expensive and not widely accessible. More recent studies focused on wearable sensor-based solutions using IMUs, that is inertial motion units, and 3D head tracking tools. These systems provide real-time guidance ensuring that head angles are accurate during each step of the CRP. They help reduce clinician variability and are particularly promising for remote or home-based care. AI-driven video guidance systems are also emerging, allowing the patient's maneuver to be corrected in real time using smartphone cameras. These tools enhance clinical precision while potentially supporting telemedicine-based follow-up. Overall, the treatment-focused results show that technology can significantly improve both the precision and repeatability of BPPV maneuvers, especially when done at home. However, most existing systems face challenges related to cost, accessibility, and lack of personalization. These limitations directly motivated our proposed methodology, which aims to create an affordable, sensor-guided treatment platform for recurrent BPPV patients.
Proposed methodology. Our proposed system incorporates an ESP32 microcontroller combined with an IMU, that is inertial measurement unit, containing an accelerometer and gyroscope. This allows us to calculate the patient's head angle in real time using sensor fusion algorithm. Then, during the canal reposition procedure, that is CRP, the device provides audio feedback such as hold position, move to next step, or angle incorrect to ensure precise execution of each step. All sensor data is sent via Bluetooth to a companion mobile application that displays angle measurements and progress. The goal of this methodology is to create a low cost, accurate, repeatable, and user friendly system for guiding CRPs, making it especially useful for patients with recurrent BPPV who may require frequent treatment. Discussion section. AI plays a major role in diagnosis of BPPV by using AI models like 1D CNN, CNN LSTM, UNet, EfficientNet, providing an accuracy greater than 90%. But the limitation lies in the imbalanced dataset, which in turn provides a limited real world variability. So most studies use modality data, but we need a multi-model inputs, which includes video, vestibular, gait, and audio. The real-time AI system they face challenges like high computational load, stability issue, and slower clinical adoption. The traditional CRP shows large examiner variability with 39-degree to 65-degree angle deviation. The mechanical system, that is TRV chair, they provide excellent precision for multi-canal and recurrent BPPV but their cost and limited availability restrict widespread use. The new technologies, including the IMU sensor, 3D motion guidance, and video-based AI, they offer a more accurate, repeatable, and accessible treatment option. Conclusion. Uh, in conclusion, BPPV remains a common disorder with significant recurrence, making improved diagnosis and treatment essential. AI-based system can reduce clinical subjectivity while technology-assisted treatment offer higher precision, especially for complex cases. Still, the major challenges such as the dataset limitation, high cost, and slow adoption must be addressed. So the future lies in centralized data, explainable AI models, telemedicine-friendly diagnostic tool, and integrated platforms combining the AI diagnosis with sensor-guided treatment. Overall, AI combined with affordable sensor technology has stronger potential to make BPPV care more accurate, accessible, and personalized, ultimately providing patient outcome and quality of life. Thank you.